The internet is buzzing about Facebook's cryptocurrency called Libra. They only released a white paper and the whole world is freaking out, starting with the US government. The US House of Representatives sent a letter to Mark Zuckerberg and his associates. The letter reads like this. We write to request that Facebook and its partners immediately agree to a moratorium on any movement forward on Libra, its proposed cryptocurrency, and Calibra, its proposed digital wallet. It appears that these products may lend themselves to an entirely new global financial system that is based out of Switzerland and intended to rival US monetary policy and the dollar. This raises serious privacy, trading, national security and monetary policy concerns for not only Facebook's over 2 billion users, but also for investors, consumers and the broader global economy, and so on. Europe was quick to get scared as well. Benoit Coyer, an executive board member at the European Central Bank, stated that financial regulators need to act as fast as possible to prepare for Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency. All these projects are a rather useful wake-up call for regulators and public authorities, as they encourage us to raise a number of questions and might make us improve the way we do things. French Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire, it's out of question that Libra will be allowed to become a sovereign currency. It can't and it must not happen. Facebook co-founder Chris Hughes has called the possibility of success for Libra frightening. Libra will disrupt and weaken nation-states by enabling people to move out of unstable local currencies and into a currency denominated in dollars and euros and managed by corporations. The fewer rupees or liras a country's citizens hold, the less power the national central bank has to set monetary policy, making it harder to stimulate the local economy in times of economic stress. BitMEX, in their newsletter, released two very interesting pieces written by their research team. The first piece argues that Libra very closely resembles an exchange-traded fund. People will buy Libra with their fiat money, and that money is going to be stored in a reserve. The reserve is going to be held in the top fiat currencies, and it will also be invested in long-term government bonds, thus earning a return. In an ETF setting, the returns are paid out to the unit holders. But in the case of Libra, the users won't get a thing, thus it looks like a very expensive ETF. The second piece goes deep into different applications that can emerge with time. Also destroys the idea that Libra is a cryptocurrency, censorship-resistant and decentralized. It also predicts dark times for banks, as Libra, with all the financial data that it collects, could easily offer much cheaper loans because of better risk assessment, as stable coins like Tether are most likely to be outcompeted. Bitcoin, on the other hand, might gain some interest from people concerned about their privacy. And I saved the best for the end. Andreas Antonopolous, the father of crypto, he has written a book, Mastering Bitcoin, where we can dive in deep into workings of Bitcoin. He has given countless speeches about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchains, and here's what he had to say about Libra in his recent speech. When talking about technology, Antonopoulos is super excited. He classified Libra as a hybrid crypto. It took different parts from different projects. It resembles EOS for its governance model, Ethereum for the smart contracts. He also talks positively about the whole vision that's laid out in the Libra white paper, that the project will aim to increase decentralization with time, increase openness of the project, and all in all aim to be a good old crypto. But there's a big but here, which is the majority of the talk. He says that the vision will not last. Once the project is launched and the money starts circulating and lands into the hands of someone you shouldn't send money to, subpoenas will start coming in and Libra will have to start regulating transactions. It will have to roll back the chain and it will have to play by the rules, thus it won't be borderless. Countries like China or Russia are very unlikely to use Libra, but more likely to just make a clone. According to Antonopoulos, we are heading to a world where the money of the people, money of the state and money of the corporations will be competing. It is a world that's very hard to predict, but there are a lot of very dark scenarios possible. A lot of current cryptocurrency projects will be wiped out by Libra. Cryptocurrency projects that have no interest in being decentralized, anonymous, borderless, will get eaten by the 1.7 billion Facebook users that will adopt Libra. I highly recommend listening to the full speech. There will be a link in the description. So it's pretty clear that no one wants Libra, but it will happen. To me, it's strange that many countries are very open to financial innovation, but when innovation comes knocking on the door, they say this is not what we had in mind. I agree with Antonopolous that Libra is an exciting project and the vision is beautiful, but once governments will interfere, it will become just another regular payment method. I doubt that most of the darker scenarios Antonopolous painted will happen, but maybe I just lack imagination.